What's good? What's good? So it is. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Um, good Christmas, and hopefully a happy New Year. We know as we kick it off. We have a few days until 2025. I hope everybody's studying, doing what they have to do as far as uh, worrying about being profitable in 2025. So I'm going to give you a few snippets of last month's trades in December, and we're gonna go over that here shortly. I just want you guys to know, as going into 2025, having a trading plan in place, as you've probably been beat in the head over and over and beat the dead horse over and over. But it's very crucial to having a solid trading plan in place. It's crucial for any trader who wants to achieve success in the markets. It's like having a roadmap to guide you through the ups and downs of trading and help you make more informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes. But despite this importance, many traders still fail to stick to their plans, and that's when things go awry. And obviously, if you've been there, I've been there before. Is that we might lose one trade. We stuck to our plan and we lost, and then we get upset because we lost some money or whatever the case may be. So we want to get our money right back, and so we jump back in the markets right then and there, thinking we're gonna get our money back. We end up losing more money than we actually set out to lose to begin with, and just by that split-second decision, you have not followed your trading plan. So you need to put something in your trading plan says that if you lose on that trade, walk away. And you can tell, as you know, if you've been following me a while, that we actually trade the daily time frame. So if you lose in a trade, you definitely have to wait, 24 hours or whatever the case may be. Because we all know that when emotions start to get involved in trading, things can quickly spiral out of control. Fear, greed, euphoria, or just a few things and emotions that can cause traders to make impulse decisions that deviate from their trading plan. And that's before and before you know it, they're digging themselves out of a deep hole in a hole of losses. Lack of discipline is another major pitfall the traders face when they ignore their trading plans. And we just spoke about that a second ago. Without a clear plan in place, it's easy to get swayed by the market noise and random impulses that lead into a series of bad trades. And if you've been following my videos, this is my 10-minute rant, and I'm a pause for a second and let you know that if you're just starting off in the market and you're watching YouTube, or in the trading space, and you're watching YouTube and all this good stuff, and your Instagram, and you see all these guys making this big money, take a step back and realize a lot of that stuff is marketing. All right. A lot of it ain't, and a lot of it is. You just got to be able to decipher. But what I can tell you this, if you're just starting off in the market, leave the smaller time frames alone. Learn psychology, risk management first, price action, the basics of trading. And I would say if I had to start all over, I wouldn't have started on those lower time frame. I would have started on the daily time frame, which I ended up right here. Because if you can't be profitable on a candle that takes 24 hours to change over on a daily time frame, then you need not go down any lower than that. All right. Uh, Emotional decision making is a huge obstacle that many traders face. When you're trading with emotions and you're not thinking clearly, that's when you make mistakes, and that's when they happen. You start to doubt your trade, second guess your plan, and then before you know it, you're in a tailspin of losses. All right, it's amazing how quickly things can go wrong when you let your emotions take the wheel. And I'm gonna tell you, I was trading the account a while back, and next thing I know, I'm down. Um, I think I can't remember, was it a prop firm account or whatever the case may be. I can't remember, it was prop. I think, yeah, it was prop firm account. I would say probably, it's been a long time. It's when FTMO was able to, when people in the United States were able to trade the FTMO. So I think it was right around the COVID time frame or a little after. So it probably was about 2 years ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago, or probably 2 years ago. I had an account, and I was just starting to trade the daily time frame, but I was so involved in trying to trade the 15-minute, or I'm gonna try to give me a quick scalp, and I was always up when I was swing trading on the daily time frame. but I was always losing when I was trying to go back down to the 15-minute time frame. And I end up digging myself into a hole so deep. I think I was like 4 or 5% down. Not even that. Well, it was pretty far down. I might be exaggerating, but I was pretty far down, and it was just so hard to dig myself out of that account to back to break even. So I just had to just go ahead and try to either stop trading it or just get another one. So with that, saying that to say this, that I would always second guess myself when it comes to the daily time frame, and then I look around, those trades actually hit because I was jumping all over the place, didn't have a good trading strategy. Hopefully that wasn't rambling. I mean, I had a good trading strategy. I didn't stick with it. All right. Even experienced traders can fall victim to emotional decision making. It's a constant battle to stay disciplined and focused, but it's one that's worth fighting for. All right. The key to developing a good trading plan is that's tailored to your unique strengths and weaknesses, and stick to it no matter what. Easier said than done, I know, but trust me, it's worth the effort. If you work a 9 to 5, and that's what I cater to a lot of the times, it is going to be extremely hard to trade the 15-minute time frame, especially if you're at work trying to trade. Stop believing all this stuff about, oh, I can be at the job, I'm getting to the bag. I'm telling you, I've tried to do it. Not saying that you can't do it, but I've tried to do it, and it's very, very hard to do. I'm not saying it's not impossible. I mean, that it's impossible to do, that it's not possible, but it's very hard. All right. If you are a 9 to 5 worker or you do have a job, I would say stick to the daily time frame. So that way you can check the charts once a day. The chart refreshed on that candle 24 hours a day. So you're not stressed when you come back home, you're off, you look at the chart, you look at all the pairs, and then you can trade 30 plus pairs, 20 plus pairs, because they all don't move at the same time. And you don't have to feel the pressure of having to jump in the trade, when you're at work and this and that, and the third. All right. So how do you create this trading plan that works for you? It starts with identifying your goals and your risk tolerance. If you don't have a lot of patience, I'm gonna be honest, the daily time frame will test those patience. But if you can get past that, it'll be very what's the word I'm looking for? It'll be very in your favor, should I say. All right. What are you trying to achieve in the markets? How much are you trying to risk? Are you willing to take on? Once you have a clear understanding of those factors, you can start building your plan that tailors to your needs. And the most important thing to make sure is you have a plan that is flexible enough to adapt to changing market conditions. All right. And before we go on, I just want you to know that I do have a Discord group. I do teach the educational side of forex. The link is down below. All right, it is a paid subscription to my Discord group. There is a free portion of it, the general portion, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it is just the general portion. You probably won't learn too much in that. You'll just see the wins and things of that nature. But it is a paid Discord subscription. But I have 3 tiers. All right, and just go check out the link down below and hit me up if you have any more questions. All right. Trust me, I think my 10. Oh, I got 2 minutes for my rant. All right, a good trading plan also includes a solid risk management strategy. That means knowing exactly how much your account and you're willing to risk on each trade and having a plan in place to minimize those losses. And I'm gonna tell you, if you take a trade and you over risk, that's when you'll be nervous. I've learned for the past 8 years, when I over leveraged on my account, that's when I was nervous and I constantly wanted to check. But if I say, you know what, this is a 100 pip trade, I only want to risk 50 bucks, 75 bucks. I made sure I did the right risk planning on it, jumped in, boom, I was good. And if I was only risking on, on a $1,000 account, or $5,000 account, $10,000 account, if I'm only risking 50 bucks, 75 bucks, or even 100 bucks on a 5K account, I'm not stressed, because I know that if it does take me out, I'm good to go. It doesn't blow my account. But if you have a $5,000 account and you risking 3,500, you're probably gonna, or you over leveraged that. You supremely over leveraged. All right, because one on 100 pip move, you probably done. All right. So discipline is always key. If you have your plan in place for your solid strategy, trading strategy, don't deviate. I have a 2 candle highs, 2 candle lows for buys and sales. I caught myself at one point. Oh, well, that's a one candle. I can get this and just open up the stop loss. No, no, that means that I was deviating from my plan. All right, and it's easy to get complacent, like I just said, and start deviating from your plan. I just said that. All right, but I'm gonna iterate it again. But what makes this happen is you need to stay focused and committed to your goals, even when things get tough. And trust me, they will get tough at some point. I've had times where I'm back to back to back months profitable, and then that next month I'm like, whoa, 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 I'm at break even. But that doesn't mean I go jump and get a new strategy. That means I just weather the storm and stick with it for the next month. And so what happens when you stick to your trading plan? That's when the magic happens. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. And when you start to see consistency in your trades and your confidence grows, you're no longer controlled by emotions, and you're able to make logical decisions based off your plan. And that's when you start to see the real results. All over the place, being all over the place. I can tell you for the first part of my trading career, I was all over the place. And I showed my group that it was one point in time I had tried almost 2,000 indicators, 1,000 different pairs. And I even went to stocks looking at those pairs, and I was all over the place. And when I finally buckled down, found a good day a trading strategy that I used on the daily time frame, then I kept it simple. All right. I only have an SMA and an ATR, and then the rest I use for a higher time frame bias and support and resistance. All right. Those come into play. Truly, truly simple. But then when I realized I had patience is the first thing. Waiting for A plus setup, all right, on the daily time frame. And then I might wait 2 weeks for a lot of pairs to even set up. But when they come, they come. And I'm telling you, once you stick to your plan, you'll be good to go. When you trade with a clear plan and disciplined mindset, you're able to avoid these costly mistakes that wipe out your account. Are you able to ride out the ups and downs of the market, knowing that your plan has you covered? And then when the success starts to happen, that's when the success starts to happen. And I'm gonna tell you, if you have a 9 to 5, it's not about trying to quit your job. Oh, I'm gonna make 20K overnight. It's about supplementing your income with what you already have. If you're bringing in, let's just say, if you're bringing in 5K a month, 6K a month, whatever you're bringing in, let's say you're bringing 2K a month, you can use those prop firms and those trading accounts to supplement what you need as far as trading. So I'm telling you, as an advocate of the daily time frame, the swing trading, you can supplement that. If you start looking at like, hey, I'm making this money over here at my job, but then I have this, start looking at, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get paid monthly from this. This is gonna help me out with my bills. Start looking at it as another source of income. Even look at it as a job. You can't get paid from your job every single day. So have the same patience from your job that you have waiting on your paycheck. The same thing with the forex market, or when the trading side of things. All right. To recap some things before we go into my slideshow, recapping the importance of having a trading plan in place. This is it's key to your success in the market. Without one, you're just gambling. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's a recipe for disaster. All right, let's bring this up. All right, so this is and I think I went overboard. That's 13 minutes. So bear with me. All right, so December trading charts. All right, these are my profitable trades, and I will show my losses. All right, so this month, what I just did was based off my strategy alone. I didn't do no high time frame bias on the weekly and the monthly, and I did not do any support and resistance. I just jumped in it just to see, and I did this this month. After I took my first trades, I moved that back down to demo for the rest of the month, because like after the first or second week, I was like, no, I'm not doing any trading because it's Christmas time and I'm not messing with the markets. All right. So wins and losses this month, all trades are executed exclusively based on the 2 candle high, 2 candle low methodology in relation to the 20 SMA and the 5 or the 4 period ATR or the 14 period ATR. I'm sorry. No additional confluences are applied beyond established weekly and monthly bias. All trades are conducted strictly on the daily time frame. Please note the strategy has not been tested or utilized on other time frames, as my swing trades are exclusively executed on the daily time frame. I hear a lot of people always saying, hey, man, will it work for the 15-minute? I don't know. I haven't tried it on that, and I'm not going to try it on it because I'm profitable on the daily time frame. Moving on. All right, here we go. So this is I can't really see exactly what's let me see. This is yeah, CAD. Let me move this up so I can see actually. All right. Let me move this over here so I can see more. All right. So this is CAD Swiss. All right. If you look right here closely, and I don't have a pointer on this thing yet. So pretty simple. This came at the beginning of the month. All right, my two candle lows, my two candle highs for my buy. So just remember, two candle highs for is a sale, two candle lows is a buy. All right, boom, boom, jumped in. I used the 14 period ATR. It gave me my and I have another video. The link will be up here in the down in the description or up here at top. Exactly my ATR time frame. My ATR confluence is what I use. All right. So we're just going through this, showing you my charts. So this happened around the 6th or the 7th of the month. Look, two candle lows for the buy, 1, 2, use the 14 period ATR, got in, boom, and then got out. All right. This is a pound CAD. All right. And this is pound AUD. All right. First of the month. I think that might have been the 2nd of the month. All right. The GBP pairs went ham at the first part of the month, and then they, as you can see, they kind of mellowed out, went into consolidation towards the end of the month. All right, two candle lows, 1, 2. Always wait for the two candles, not the one. Wait for two candle confluence. All right. All right, here we go right here. One started on the first and then one on the second. All right, jumped in. This is USD CAD. All right, boom. And it actually went up about maybe, what was that, about 100 plus pips. Then it leveled out towards the end of the month and back into consolidation towards the Christmas time frame. All right, if you see right here, this kind of looked like it's in consolidation right now. It came back up to looks like the where the SMA don't look like it actually came back up. But if you see the second and the third, we got that good trade. Use the 14 period ATR. Right, it took us about a week or so, maybe 4 or 5 days to jump in. To get in and get out. All right, that is Euro GBP. Let's move on to the next one. All right, NAS 100. If you look right here on the first, two candle lows. Two candle lows. Hold up. I hope I wasn't giving you the bad information on my strategy. All right. For a sale, it's two candle highs. For a buy, it's two candle lows. If you look right here on these two candles, it's two candle lows for a buy. Jumped in, 1, 2, took about a week and a half. And boom, we was good to go. All right. And this is what I do since on the daily time frame, since we trade so many pairs, we do 1-to-1s. We don't do 1-to-5s. We don't do all this stuff because if we catch it at the first part of the trend, all right, we can get in, get out, and then the next month we can catch the retest, get in for a retest of that, and catch it, ride it up again. So now it might not have a retest the very next month on this particular pair. Let's say it gave us this right here. Now it's in consolidation. If you look, it might not give us nothing in January. It might consolidate all of January, but then in February, we'll catch another break for a bullish or bearish trend. But we have about 30, 40 other pairs that we look at. So that's the good thing about trading the daily time frame. All right. All right. Two candle lows right here. This USD JPY. And it's about the 15th of the month. All right. 1, 2, ATR tells us that I take profit and stop loss. We good to go. All right. If you look at all my videos, I beat the dead horse every single month. And if you join the Discord, it's actually in the Discord. I give these PowerPoints every single month with the wins and the losses. All right. So it basically gives you the blueprint. If you're in the group, you get the blueprint every single month. And if you in the top tier, the staff sergeant top tier group, you get these plays. It ain't no play. You get these trades of what I'm taking every single month. All right. So it'll definitely, if you lock in with me, it'll definitely give you that extra income you need. And it's not about following what I'm doing all the time. It's about learning how to fish so you can catch the fish yourself. See what I'm saying? All right. Look at it. Two candle highs. And this is the Dow Jones. All right. US 30. Pretty cut and dry here. Pretty cut and dry here. And the daily time frame is more deliberate. All right, it's two candle highs. Use the ATR. Boom. This blue line. If you look at the bottom, that's my ATR. All right. This is the 20 SMA. The 20 SMA. The 20 SMA. I'm not gonna say it again. All right, if you look right here, I waited a little bit, and this is Solana, and the only reason I waited for this trade because it did break with the 2 candle highs is because I wasn't even looking at Solana. I'm gonna be honest with you. Another buddy of mine who does crypto, he was telling me to look into it. Another pair, so I started looking at all the pairs forex.com the broker has. So and I was like, okay, let me just look at all these forex pairs that cryptocurrency pairs that forex.com has, since that's my broker. So I looked, I was like, oh, look, that's a play right here. All right, that's a trade right here. I'm not gonna call it a play. That's a trade right here. All right. So pretty much, and then I went on look at Dogecoin. 2 candle highs. 1, 2. Hey, ATR got me in. Look, I got in before Christmas and got out before Christmas. All right. If you look right here, AUD Swiss. All right, happened around the 3rd or the 4th of the month. 2 candle highs. All right, 1, 2, got you at 1 for 1. You out. Look at that. You out. All right, here's the unprofitable trades, and this is why you can't stop the losses. I'm gonna say you definitely cannot stop the losses, but what you can do is minimize them by using your support and resistance, your previous candle, your previous highs, your previous lows, support strong key resistance levels, key support levels. So if you look right here, I could have potentially still been in this trade if I would have widened my spread, but since that's what the 14 period ATR had, I just left it at that. And hey, look, it just sometimes it goes like that. See, the higher time frames were all bearish, bullish. So I just took it, and I was like, hey, look, boom, we're good to go. So I took that loss on Euro CAD. All right, as you can see, it's consolidating right now. All right, and here's another one. So this Euro AUD, actually, we had the right bias, but the problem is the ATR had us with a smaller stop. So if we would have brought our stop actually back down to the SMA or looked at the previous low on the support and resistance level, as you can look left, you can see if we brought it down to that way, we actually would have still been in this trade in profit, actually. All right, but sometimes it happens like that. All right. And if you look right here, it's just a lot of chop on a AUD, NZD, a lot of chop. The higher time frames were bearish at the time. All right. But we looked 1, 2, it automatically reversed on it. And so I'm going to tell you about the daily time frame. It's not going to take you 2 weeks to realize that you're in the wrong trade. I'm telling you, sometimes I get in the trade, and within 2 days, it's going the opposite direction. Hey, I get out. All right. If it engulfs that candle from the previous day, I'm probably going to get out and wait for a different entry. And we'll speak on finding different entries after you take a loss on a trade. All right. Because you can't get that money back, because sometimes, or I ain't going to say 100% of the time, but majority of the time I see if I'm in the wrong setup, and it goes against me, I can wait a few days, and that's when the real setup happens. So I get my money back on that and break even on that pair. All right. All right. And so here's another one on Euro Swiss. All right. A good setup. Hey, it just went back into consolidation. All right. And if we looked left and we actually used the support and resistance levels, we wouldn't have took this trade to begin with. But like I said, if you've seen at the beginning of the slides, it said we were just taking it based off of pure the strategy, nothing else. All right. And then if you look right here, we actually got out of this one. So it's NZD Swiss. We got out of this one. I don't remember if this actually went against me. I think it probably did. I didn't finish out on that one. All right. So if you look right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 trades. That's 5 losses. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 and 5. So if you risk properly this month with 13 and 5, you actually are well over break even. You're about a 50, I would say a 53% win ratio this month. So with that being said, I do have the Discord group. All right. You can come in a general chat, hit me up, ask me a few questions. having this trading community will for 2025 catapult you. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it with you. I got 1 or 2 guys locked in, and they was on demo this year, and they seen the progress of the daily time frame. Daily time frame is king. All right, swing trading is king. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Other than that, y'all have a blessed 2025. All gas, no brakes.